Today for our post reading, and this goes with what you guys just read in chapter 4, joints and muscles, you have a series of questions to answer. Now, this is similar to what you guys did last week. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 questions is all that you have to answer. But what do you notice about them? Page numbers. So we are going to have a discussion about a lot of this ahead of time. But your job is going to be go back in the text and find text evidence. I don't expect you to remember everything and know everything, but I expect you, right at this point, to have really good skills to go back into your text to find the answers to things, right? So I'm going to be answering these questions. I'm not going to go over them right now. We'll go over them in a second. We, for now, are just going to have a discussion about our book. Does that sound good? Yep. Perfect. We'll get those out in a second. Discussion about what we just read. I'm going to just keep it on the school page here. So, which is more flexible, muscle or cartilage, and why? From our reading, which is more flexible, muscle or cartilage, and why? Zena. Okay. According to our text, which is more flexible, muscle or cartilage, and why? Viola. Our muscle, why? Okay, and that one it is interesting because Zena said cartilage because she talks about that ear again. Viola says muscle. Cartilage is flexible connective tissue. It is not as hard as bone, but it is stiffer and less flexible than muscle. Okay, so yes, that's kind of that confusing piece where our text tells us that cartilage is flexible, right? We even bent up and we touched our ear and we felt how it was flexible, but it's still stiffer. 8 feet on the ground. It is still stiffer than those muscles are. So that's one of those tricky ones where we want to make sure that we can go in and we can find that evidence with our question, okay? So what does cartilage do in your spinal cord and why is it so important? What does cartilage do in your spinal cord and why is it so important? Bless you. Ray.
The cartilage makes you in your spine because if you didn't have the cartilage, then your spine would, every time you bent over or at least move, your backbone would just bang and it would hurt really bad.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Remember, the point of the cartilage is it's cushioning, right? So without it, they're going to bang together. Now that we have those cushions there, we don't have to worry about it as well. It's helping keep them safe, right? So everybody point. Where would you find cartilage? Where else can you find cartilage? I know Cooper knows this because he already told us a little bit today. We can find it in our notes. We find that soft cartilage in our ears. And most importantly, we can find cartilage between those bones, right? To cushion them up a little bit. Very good. What are tendons and what do they do? What are tendons and what do they do? Kaysen. Fabulous. They're things in your body. Tendons are things in your body. And they connect your muscles to your bone. What connects bone to bone? What connects bone to bone?
It's
Look up there, see if you can find the word. What? Ligaments. Sometimes we know what it's going to be, but we need to quickly see it real quick to remind ourselves. Ligaments. Ligaments connect bone to bone. What connects muscle to bone?
ligaments. No. Tendons.
What connects muscle to bone?
Tendons.
Fabulous. What would happen if you didn't have tendons? Turn and talk with your neighbor. Three, two, one. Aiden, what's going to happen? If we don't have tendons, what's going to happen? Right? It's connecting your muscle to your bone. What helps you move?
Your muscles.
Your muscle. What gives you your structure, your body shape? So now I saw a lot of you go in your sack of floppy bones again, right? Because your muscles aren't connected to anything. Your muscles can't move your bones, so your body's just going to... You're going to be couch potatoes. What is the main idea of this chapter. Remember, when we talk about the main idea, we're talking about what's the big idea, not a fact. What is the big idea of this chapter? Birthday boy. What is the main idea? Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
Grayson, how did you just jump to joints and muscles so quickly there? Is that a really good clue for you guys?
Yes.
And then did we read all about joints and muscles in our text today?
Yes.
Fabulous. Nice job. Third graders, what goes with this today is going to be that page I showed you to begin with. Can be found on page 47. What page?
47.
This can be found on page 47. It is front and back, and it requires page numbers. This is your expectation to get it filled out.
Curb, yeah.